getting into this week? Well, I'm gonna take you back at the challenge. One match, one strike, and light it up. Level 3, out. All right, so this one here is built a little bit differently. I've got the, curlicues down there with some dry wood, and I got some cedar that I cut up with the good old knife build here. All right, so that's still in use, and we're gonna light it up and see if this one right here will go up. I got some other little sticks to lay on it as I go, but one match, one strike. Let's see it go. Now, hopefully showing that this right here is another way to do it, because a bird's nest is not here, but it is a lot of light, dry stuff in there that we're gonna try to get to light. One strike, one match. I'm not as sure about this, but let's give it a go. All right, that could burn out at any time, so let's hope the best. And I believe, if I remember the rules right, needed to enjoy the fire, do a little cooking on it. So why not a little bit of kielbasa on the end of this thing? I know, ain't nothing on it right now. I'm gonna get this thing good and hot, charred. And I'm gonna put it in the sausage here. There we go. All right, wood had a lot of moisture in it. That's why it's popping like that. We've had rain like the last few days and it just keeps on. Don't really get any good dry spells yet. You know, I mean, when we think about it, you know, we're glad to get the rain. People got the gardens out. We got a raised bed over here we're trying to get going. So, you know, the rain will help when time comes. Tell you what, that thing is looking delicious. Alright, so again, that was a one match campfire. And no bird's nest involved this time. It was just some shavings and some sticks, and then we put some bigger pieces of fuel around it, and as that inner fire heated up, it started to dry out the things that were around it, and they finally caught. We finally got us a good campfire. It was a slow mover, you know. It doesn't move as fast as it does when you got your bird's nest in there. Alright, things good and charred right there. Dark on that side, but split in the case. I'm gonna let it cool off and I'm gonna have a bite of that. Love this stuff. Alright, we gotta do a flint and steel one next. Level 3, out. Yes, I thought it fitting, since this knife conquered the cedar, that the next one I do, the flint and steel, I'm going to use the cedar to build the fire. I tell you, when the ground's all damp, you really need something to catch your shavings. If you're really skilled, you know, you can do the feather sticks. Guess what? I'm not that skilled yet, so I'm needing this something right here dry to catch my future tinder. And there we go. Just gonna keep on making a little bit of this till I've got a good nest of it. All right, so we're gonna put together the flint and steel fire next, and we're gonna put it right here. All right. So I'm not gonna put it over here on that over there. I'm gonna build it right here, so you'll be able to see that none of this right here is actually causing that to heat up. Plus, you guys have seen me do this before with flint and steel, so promise I don't cheat. If I'd have cheated, I would have counted that bow drill fire and would have moved on. So I'm an honest contestant on this survival fire challenge. All right, so we're gonna do this one here. We'll see if it counts. All right, level 3 out. All right, got the bird's nest all made up right here, cedar. Got this going, got that right there going. Now let's see if we can get a fire going. All right, we're getting out the kit here. Someone told me not to be so stingy with my char cloth. So this right here is not gonna be stingy with it. I'm gonna try to give it enough to actually bite and keep it going long enough that I don't have to fight with it. All right, so here we go. Oh, come on now. I saw it get on it. Is it already sucking up moisture out of the air? That should have been lit already. Come on. There we go. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. All right. That was a good call, not being stingy with the char cloth. And just so you know, today's humidity, now 63% humidity, all right? So again, it's not the driest of days out here. It's still able to get a fire going. You know, the next one's gonna be the hard one. It's gonna be the bow drill. While that one there is burning, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. My problem, as I've said before with my bow drill, is the bearing block. So I'm pondering this thought, doing like 3 bearing blocks, having 3 of them ready, and that way as one starts to mess up and get sticky, I can go to the next one. I gotta kind of think about that and figure out how that would work with the spindle, because as a spindle starts off skinny, it ends up getting fat, and that's why it starts sticking. But you know, I got some things and thoughts I'm working on when I do that bow drill fire to make sure that in 3 official tries, I get something like that out of it. You know, that's what it's about. All right, so let me go think about the bow drill, and we'll see. Hopefully it stays dry enough this week I can do the bow drill and redeem myself. Level 3 out. Well, as it should be, weather is out of the hands of man. So we've had so much rain that I've not been able to get out here and try again that infamous bow drill fire. But I'll tell you, let me just close the video out right now and just say thanks again for everybody. You know, the views, sharing the videos, I appreciate that too. That's really cool. Appreciate everybody that's commenting and keeping in touch. I appreciate that too. And the subscriptions, again, you know, it amazes me. It seems like every week somebody else decides to subscribe, and I'm blown away by that. So thanks guys for subscribing. You know, I get some notifications from YouTube that, you know, you subscribed. Others, they just kind of just show up as a subscriber. So, you know, to all of those that I do not know, have not personally thanked for subscribing, hey, I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's encouraging me to keep the channel going, and it just got started. So I'm looking forward to where it goes. All right, you know, that being said, I've enjoyed being out here in the woods with the Assembled in America blade. So, you know, I've had a lot of fun with that. And another development, let me tell you that I am not hating on Gerber. I never have. I hated on the Big Rock, and I didn't hate on the Gerber Freeman guide. They are what they are, and you know, they're not survival knives. But again, I would take the Big Rock and take my chances, just knowing how much abuse that blade could actually have. Even now, I would put a lot more trust in the Freeman guide, knowing how much abuse it can actually take. And that's what it's about, trying the gear, putting it in places that, you know you might have to be in one day, seeing if it holds up, and then knowing if it can or cannot. So, you know, I think that was a tried and true thing. But I'll tell you one thing that Gerber is good about, and that is honoring their warranties. This right here showed up. Man, I am happy to have, again, a Freeman guide. Now, this was not going to replace the Assembled in America eBay blade that I had and that I've been using. But let me tell you that's a lot more likely to go down the river with me on the kayak than this you know, steel blade that's subject to rust and corrosion. But anyways, let me just say again that I am really pumped about, you know, being able to get here and try again the bow drill fire. You know, that is if my 2 submissions for starting over level 1 and level 2 fires are pleasing. But hey, let me know what you think. You watched it all happen. You watched the flames go up. You watched the fires. It's not a problem making a fire. It's just the conditions sometimes warrant one means over the other. All right, so again, that being said, this is level 3 readiness, reminding you to finish what you start, finish strong, and be ready for anything, because it's coming. Level 3, out. Man, that really is a nice knife.